And here comes the catcher, Josh Jenkins, and he takes this one low and inside as Cade Farr comes back out here for the bottom of the fifth. A 3-2 Brook Hill School lead, the team out of Bullard, Texas. A one-run advantage, and this, a nice chopper over to third. A diving play by T-Love, but he sails the ball, and it goes all the way out of play, so that will allow on the error. So we'll see how this is scored as a single, and then the error allowing Josh Jenkins to head over there to second. But a brilliant diving effort defensively by T-Love, who is a very nice defensive player as well, too. We talked about Andrew Bird there at the hot corner, but so is T. And his father in attendance, of course, Chef Tim. It was down in Waco earlier today displaying and debuting his new breakfast burritos. And I thought I loved Chef Tim Love already, but man, the breakfast burritos, you're speaking to my heart, my buddy. This first pitch to Miguel Vega way outside. The designated hitter watches this one go by for ball one. Vega is 1 for 2 in this one, and a big 2 RBI single back in the third. With a runner at second and nobody away, a cut at this one, and swinging for the fences was Vega, but he couldn't connect. That's 1 ball and 1 strike as Caleb Sylvia is still warming up in the Saints bullpen. And Cade Farr, the deal, this one inside and having a lean out of the way forward to shift his feet back was Vega, who was the hero of last night for the Guard. Not only pitched a nice game, but also knocked that one out of the park back in the first inning, a 3-run home run. 2-1, and this one also lined to deep left. It's drifting, and it bounces at the dirt at the warning track. T. Laughlin scoops it up, throws it in, and 1 run will come across. That one almost sailed on a liner that would have ended up in somebody's backyard, if not for about 7 inches too low. All right, well, Miguel Vega does it again. His 3rd RBI of this one. He had 3 last night. And this, the RBI double. That brings home Josh Jenkins. And it's back to a 2-run lead for the Brook Hill Guard. 4-2, and a pitching change underway made by the Saints. Caleb Sylvia will come out. And while he warms up, we will step aside. 4-2 in favor of the Guard in the bottom of the 5th. Back after this here on the Texas 24/7 television network. New pitcher on the hill for All Saints, and it is the senior righty Caleb Sylvia, as Cade Farr will move over to replace Matt Teeting at first base. And the first pitch from Caleb Sylvia is a fastball low and away to Campbell Fletcher for ball one. A 4-2 Brook Hill School lead on All Saints in the bottom of the fifth. Final stat line for Cade Farr after this pitch, and this one a tapper over to short, looks off at third, but then for the force in the first out. Over to first as Jacob Speaker throws it to Cade Farr.
First baseman number 18.
And one away finally. But the final line on Cade Farr was a 4 innings pitch, 91 pitches thrown, 4 runs off of 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 4 walks. He will be on the hook, though, for the runner that is now moved over to third on that little tapper, Miguel Vega. Here comes Ty Overbeek, the first baseman. He was 0 for 1 today with a strikeout, and he walked. And a called strike there on the first offering by Caleb Sylvia. Runner on at first with 1 away, and the 0-1 pitch low and outside for Caleb. Pardon me, a runner over at third on the guard. The line on Sylvia after this. The 1-1, swing and a miss. And a nice pitch by Caleb. And has a fastball, it's about 85 mile an hour, a curve and a change. Hasn't pitched much this year. 1-1 his record. And this one down low. And it evens up the count at 2-2. But 10 innings pitched this year. He's had 2 starts. This one gets past and rolls past in time, but thrown over to Caleb Sylvia, and the tap before the plate, the ball went loose, and there it is, the called out. So the initial tag jarred the ball loose, but it didn't go far from Caleb Sylvia covering home plate. That moved the pursuing Miguel Vega off the bag, and then trying to go for the plate sign. Well, there you go, you saw it right there. Caleb Sylvia had the upper hand. So a throw out at home on what was the passed ball, essentially. So well, some of the you may hear Brook Hill fans are claiming that he touched the plate, that Vega touched the plate beforehand, but from our vantage point, is that one's a called strike looking to end the inning. But Sylvia had that ball in time, swung around, and certainly had the plate blocked, or at least guarded, no pun intended. Well, nonetheless, that was the third out with that strikeout looking by Ty Overbeek. First K of the day for Caleb Sylvia, and 1 run comes across here in the bottom of the fifth. That'll be issued to the starting pitcher, Cade Farr. But 2 hits, 1 error, and nobody left on. Let's head to the 6th inning. Still a 4-2 Brook Hill lead. Back here in a moment here on the Texas 24/7 television network.